Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the LT-432. It's a Tier 8 Russian premium light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Malinovka, and this one is under the command of bublus of OLIMP. Now this little tank has an 85mm main gun, capable of doing 180 alpha, penetrating 176mm with standard APCR. Game on! It's got a very high shell velocity, 1,150 meters per second. It's unusual that the premium ammo is actually the armor-piercing one. But there you go, that is what it is. Now he's gone straight to the bush to do some spotting. And he's found an Emil 1951 and a VK100-01P, and he's already picking up spotting assist. In fact, he's picked up a huge amount of it already. And now we're looking at a Progetto who's being hit. Now, as you know, we've got a lot of light tank supporters, or players, I should say, in What Arty Nibs. Because, of course, the tank that nearly always gets Arty is a light tank. And, well, we practice light tank play, so we know exactly how they work. And I think a lot of Arty players enjoy light tank. And all except the wheelies. Well, even some like the wheelies, but not everyone. But bublus is actually having a bit of fun in this one. The LT-432, one of the premium tanks on sale in the gift shop normally, is actually quite a fast little light tank, very flat, has many of the characteristics of a medium tank. It was developed during the 1960s. It's got good DPM, good gun handling, good gun depression, surprisingly, 7 degrees. It's got a fantastic top speed, 70 kilometers an hour, so you can run rings around the enemy. Oh, could get a shot on that Scorpion, but he resists the urge, because of course if he did fire, he would give away his position straight away, and he wants his teammates to shoot the enemy for him. He's now up to 3,630 hit points already of spotting assist, which means even if he fires no rounds whatsoever in this game, he's going to walk away with a nice reward in terms of credits earned and experience. Because after all, light tank, that's what you're there to do. You're there to spot the enemy and let your teammates get the shots on them. Now you notice how he hid himself in the bush as well. There's a fairly good chance normally that enemy tanks will try and make their way south, but in this occasion it doesn't look like that's happened, and instead we're seeing the enemy sticking around their cap area, or just to the north of the cap area, and trying to shoot our guys, which is of course leading to their guys getting shot in return. Ouch. Now that didn't work. That was the Super Pershing just taken out by their Progetto 46. Yes, he tried to go down by the water to get to the ramp and it didn't work, but the Type 59 is on the ramp now. And he's proxy spotting that Type 59 on the enemy team as well. bublus is staying in his bush. He's lucky actually this is a non-Arty game, because normally the first thing that an Arty will do is hit that bush, because there's nearly already somebody in there, and he just got spotted by the Type 59, I think, or the guard. Or at least one of their light tanks may be in a position. Ah! Somebody fired a round in there, because he just got a round actually hit the ground, and actually it looks like one round did hit him, and it was an APCR round from an Emil, and it failed to pen. Okay, so he wants some actual damage on the enemy now. This is where that DPM comes in really handy, plus of course the great gun handling characteristics. Now it looks like he's going to try and move forward to a really good spotting position. And in fact, he's decided he's going to replace the Type 59 on our team who got wiped out. And this could be dangerous, because he might take some fire from the enemy. If they're in the spotting bush, the enemy tank, the enemy light, then they will probably at this moment, and it's an ELC Evan 90, they would see him, but they've probably lost sight of him. Just a second. Okay, the Scorpion's gone down. The Type 59's the other side of the bush, but he didn't come forward, so he knows we've got two teammates watching from the spotting hill at F7. So if he does come forward, yeah, that Type 59 is going to get shots into it. Oh, he is taking damage already. So he's working this ramp, and you can see where that shell, the APCR shell that failed to pen, actually skipped over the top of the hull. It's left a big green streak where it went. But he did take a round from the enemy SU-130PM, unfortunately. But thankfully, it was a low roll, only 455. That could have been a lot higher. So he's working his spot. Of course, as you know, if that little ELC is in the bush, and I suspect he is, then he's going to be spotted every time he comes down to the bottom of the ramp. But the ELC won't open fire on him, because if he does, he gives away his position. Yep, he did get spotted the moment he went round that corner. So yes, the ELC is definitely in that bush, no doubt about it. And it would really help bublus if he could actually tell his teammates, hit that tree or that bush. Oh, lovely shot, and the Type 59 was distracted, and he managed to get the kill shot. Beautiful. Okay, well, still working this position, because there is a guard nearby. And we don't know where the Emil 1951 is. Now, he was one who obviously fired in our direction. And somebody's just knocked a tree down over there. And our 59 Patton's coming down quite rapidly. Of course, as you know, it's 59 hull with a Patton turret. You'll see, oh, he's over here. And we get a nice little ram on him. And he goes down, but unfortunately, well, we did get a scout medal out of that for spotting 9 enemy vehicles. And in fact, actually, all hell's broken loose, because he found most of the enemy tanks that were remaining in this forest, and his teammates behind him did the job and got rid of them. So now it's in the last stage of the game. He's got the Progetto. The Progetto goes down to the TS5. Who's next? Well, there's only one left. It's the Striv S1. And we've only got 7 hit points left, so we might as well throw caution to the wind and go after them and find out where they are. He must be on the other bank. Well, we've been spotted. There he is. Okay, hello. He got the kill shot, and that wins the game for bublus. What a game. That was a truly excellent game by bublus in the LT-432. In fact, it was his first ace tanker in this machine. Yes, he got the scrolls underneath the M. You only get that the first time, and he got it on this occasion. But not only that, he got the Holy Trinity. Yes, what we call getting all the spotter medals for a light tank. He got the spotter medal for getting at least 1,000 hit points of spotting damage on the enemy. Hand of God for surviving the battle and received damage from 4 different enemies. That's not part of the Holy Trinity, but these two are. Patrol Tutor for being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. And finally, he got the Scout Medal because he detected at least 9 enemy vehicles in that game. His win rate isn't hugely high, 1,707, but that's actually deceptive because, of course, if you're spotting, you don't get a high win rate because it isn't part of the factors. You only get a high win rate if you do actual damage, and yes, bublus did do actual damage. He went in there and got some damage off the enemy and found out exactly where the last few enemy were located. And that was a really fantastic thing to do because it made it easy for his teammates to get that win and close the game down for a victory. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, nowhere near it, actually. 810 hit points for bublus. The highest damage in the game went to the Vipera with 3,365. Second highest damage went to the Striv S1 on our team with 2,706. And the third highest damage in the game actually went to the Progetto 46 on the enemy team, 1,776. When it came to kills, It was actually the Vipero who got the highest, alongside the UDES 14-5. Both got 3 kills apiece, but enjoyed second place. We've got bublus with the TS5 and the 59 pattern also getting 2 kills. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. In fact, only 5 members of their entire team actually managed to get a kill at all in that game. So, yes, he actually did incredibly well, considering he was a light tank, and he was only supposed to find the enemy, not actually kill them. And he did both, actually. He not only spotted them, he killed them as well. And when it came to base XP, just look at that, 1,532, a high base XP, because he not only spotted the enemy, yes, he actually did damage, and he was extremely valuable to his teammates. 1,532 to bublus, 1,207 went to the Vipero, who got the highest damage in the game, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000, with the next highest player being the Progetto 4054, who got 828. bublus only fired 4 rounds in the entire game. He got 4 direct hits on the enemy, but only 3 of them actually penetrated. 810 hit points of damage, all of it at close range. He received 5 hits from the enemy, though. 3 of those penetrated, 2 non-penetrations, and the 3 that penetrated him actually took virtually all of his hit points away. Unfortunately, he was the focus of the enemy's ire after they actually hit the LC-790 with a ram, and they all saw exactly where he was and aimed at him at the same time. And unfortunately, most of their, well, some of their shots actually did hit home. I'd say actually they 3 fired at him at the same time. No, sorry, 1 fired at him earlier and got a shot in, and 2 fired at the same time, got direct hits, and 1 got a non-penetrating shot. Of course, he did take 1 non-penetrating shot from the Emil earlier on in the game. He blocked damage of 580 hit points in total, spotted 9 enemy vehicle tanks, so he got the scout, excuse me, from that. He also damaged 4 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 9,172 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 146,748 credits for the battle, 65,000 credits for completing a mission, 211,748 credits for a light tank overall, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 187,158 credits for 1 battle that only lasted 7.5 minutes. 2,298 XP for the battle, times 2 for the first victory, 230 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 4,826 experience points altogether. So yes, what a great game to get your first ace tanker on. He got a holy trinity, the spotter, patrol duty, and the scout for doing his job as a light tank. And on top of that, he got his first ace. Well, yes, very well played indeed, sir. A lot of people will appreciate that, because if you are a light tank and you do your job properly, it makes it so easy for the other members on your team, especially the Arty, to get huge results. And so well done to bublus for giving his teammates an easy battle. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.